Social media gave everyone a voice. Wouldn't it be better if some people had laryngitis? It's the wisdom of Twitter. The most amazing tweets of the week. Twitter handles have been changed to protect the stupid. On Rock 107.
Still confused, 570 says, just gave up on my New Year's revolution. I started smoking. What does it mean, asks, why when you step on a nail, do they give you a tennis shot? What is that even? Is it the same as the tennis they play at Win Bill Dumb? Phonetic Speaker 23 writes, I hate when folks try to man-nipple-ate me.
The wisdom of Twitter.
Confused Woodsman says, I went to the garden center and asked for toiletries. Not one person could help me. Come on, man, get better help. Laundry Racer asks, what does it mean, starch your engines?
The wisdom of Twitter.
So Close 717 says, not a vegetarian or a carnivore. Maintain a balanced diet. Biology Smiology says, how do you give a woman an organism? And Needs a Map writes, sick of the losers around these parts. I'm getting out. Goodbye, Texas. Hello, Houston.
The wisdom of Twitter.
Here in Northeast PA, we've got Honey Hole and Sugar Notch, but the capital city of Saskatchewan, Canada, is a town called Regina. The tourism board in Regina is catching heat because they decided to lean in to the obvious jokes that people make. They launched a new ad campaign last week with a few slogans that really are not subtle. Show us your Regina. And Regina, the city that rhymes with fun. They've also changed the name of their group. It used to be Tourism Regina, and now it's Experience Regina, which is a nod to a dumb song about the name that went viral back in 2008.
Regina, Experience Regina.
Now, a lot of the proud Regina residents didn't find the rebrand funny, or at least don't want their city represented in such a way, so it's already been canceled. The group's CEO is a guy named Tim Reed, who was very proud of the campaign at first, but he apologized on Sunday.
I think we should be proud of our city's name, and I think we should be proud of the city that we live in. And for those that want to have a moment of humor with it, that's not a bad thing. Embrace it. We're not changing the name of the city of Regina anytime soon.
Now, of course, it sounds like his job may be in jeopardy. From a purely comedic standpoint, I'm hoping other cities with dirty names do this. I mean, just imagine the campaigns. Booty, Illinois. Climax, North Carolina, and Intercourse, Pennsylvania. But maybe not Blue Ball, PA. Although, I do have a song for Blue Ball, PA. It's time for yet another, nobody asked for it, but here it comes anyway, Prospector poorly sung parody song. We're from Blue Ball. We're from Blue Ball. We've heard all the jokes about the Blue Ball town. And here in Blue Ball, all of us know the name comes from a hotel, not what you think. I know, I can't sing. I'm sorry.
Breaking the news that's already broken. It's time for Prospector's Briefs on Rock 107.
A great white shark was caught off the Alabama coast. Locals couldn't stop staring at it because it had all of its teeth. Sharon Stone lost half her money in the Silicon Valley bank collapse. Now she's not wearing underwear because she can't afford it. A study of drive-thrus at fast food restaurants found that you get your food fastest at Wendy's, but you get your diarrhea fastest at Taco Bell.
It's 60 Minutes meets Gone in 60 Seconds. Tune in tomorrow for Prospector's Briefs on Rock 107.
Last week, I was driving down Olive Street towards the new high school in downtown Scranton, attempted to avoid potholes, and I swerved to miss a huge tire-eating pothole, and I went right into a big puddle. Splash! And I sent a tsunami-like wave from my car and onto an unsuspecting jogger, who I didn't see as I was driving there because I wasn't looking on the sidewalk. I soaked this guy. He looked like a dog that got stuck at a car wash for a night. Yet I drove right on because I was too embarrassed to try and apologize and roll down the window. Does that make me a jerk? Let me know what you think. Ask the question on Facebook, facebook.com
slash angry prospector. Tony says, no, you're not a jerk. I would have done the same thing. I would have been too embarrassed and driven right off. Does this make me a jerk?
No, that doesn't make you a jerk. That's awesome, and that is my dream.
Why is that your dream?
I just want to splash somebody so bad.
See, and I did it by mistake, and I feel bad. And you're like, I just want to do it. I'm dying to do it. Why don't you set up like a friend of yours and splash him for an April Fool's prank and don't let him know?
No, see, it would have to be a stranger just because it would be great. I even asked my daughter if I could splash her, but she said,
What kind of car do you drive?
Subaru Crosstrek.
What color is it?
Black.
I just want to know if I should stay away when I see one.
No.
Ashley says, no, not at all. I would have done the same thing. I don't think I could face the guy. What do you think? Am I a jerk for this?
It doesn't make you a jerk.
Okay. Woo.
You know what it does? It makes you a goon. You're a goon.
How am I intentionally being a jerk by swerving to avoid a pothole and hitting this?
You got to pay attention, man. You got to pay attention. You got to be aware of your surroundings these days. You know what I'm saying?
Daniel says, keep driving. And then Ruth says, the biggest. You could have stopped and apologized, blah, blah, blah. Not a jerk, according to Jim. A little toot on the horn. Maybe say, let him know you were thinking about him and you made a mistake. That could have been called for.
Prospector.
Yeah.
In this situation, you may be the one.
I'm a jerk on this one, huh?
I'm thinking.
Now, what makes me a jerk in this situation?
Well, a couple things is you felt guilty.
Right.
You don't feel guilt when something didn't happen, or there was no blame.
So,
I don't know. I grew up Catholic. I learned that.
All right. Let's agree to disagree on that part and move on.
All right. You know there's potholes.
Yeah.
You had to be going too fast to create a tsunami.
I probably was going a little quick. You're right.
Okay, guilt number 2. Number 3, you know there's joggers, right?
Yep.
And you know there's other routes.
Yep.
I'm saying there's options.
You're like my Sunday school teacher when I was a kid. You're good at this.
Call me Father John.
Life's pretty tough right now. There's plenty of bad news, but it's not all bad. It's time for the brighter side of Prospector on Rock 107.
An older guy in Ohio had his knee replaced last month, and he'll be in a wheelchair for a while. So his daughter wanted to hire someone to build a small ramp to his door, but everyone was either booked up or too expensive. One contractor, though, stepped up. He took the job, did it in a weekend for free. His fiancée has been battling cancer, but she's been doing well, so he says they've been looking for ways to give back to the community.
Thanks. We needed that. The brighter side of Prospector on Rock 107.
Northeast PA's Classic Rock, Rock 107. Good morning, I'm Prospector. Time for another Prospector prank phone call, and I got an email from a woman named Amy who says, hey, Prospector, I listen to your show, and so does my daughter, Teresa. We've been listening for years. I've been hearing the prank calls, and I love them. My daughter's daughter, Daphne, just started kindergarten. Could you prank her? So I'm like, wait, you want me to prank your granddaughter? She's like, no, prank Teresa. I was just giving you some background. I'm like, okay, perfect. So I've decided to prank Teresa with an offer for something for her daughter.
Hello?
Yeah, hi, I'm calling for Teresa Hubbard.
This is Tracy.
Hi, yeah, my name is Rick, and I'm with First Federal National Bank, and
Okay.
we understand that your daughter, Daphne, just started kindergarten. Is that right?
Yeah.
Okay. You know that one of the most important things, you can probably agree, is a good credit score.
Yeah.
And one of the things they judge you, if you look at any credit report, is the length of credit, how long you've had good credit standing. So the longer, the better, obviously. So we believe here that you can never start a child too early with a good credit rating. And I'm sure that's something you can agree.
Okay. How can I help you with that?
Well, you know, now that Daphne is in school, we wanted to give you an offer of our Visa Signature Gold Card.
Yeah, thanks. I already have 2 credit cards right now. I'm not trying to get another one.
No.
Right
This is for Daphne. That would not be for you.
Yeah.
And this way it gives her a chance at an early age to start building her credit
I
score.
don't know. I don't think my child is ready for a credit card right now.
And it comes with a 6.9% APR. And of course it comes with points as well. So she can put that towards things like cruises, travel, exotic vacations.
Cruises? No, I don't think my daughter needs that right now.
Well, okay, let me ask you this question. Do you guys give her an allowance?
Yeah, we give her an allowance, but it's minimal, not...
Well, yeah, no, I understand, but she's building credit. And the sooner she does it, the better. I mean, quite honestly, what would have been better is if she could have done it the minute she was conceived. That's the clock ticking. And this is her opportunity to get into the American marketplace and make her credit score known to the world.
Sounds ridiculous, though. Cruises for a 6-year-old.
She doesn't have to. Listen, hey, look, that's up to you.
Okay.
You just don't allow her to run around and charge everything up, right?
But will she be going on these cruises by herself?
Well, no, you guys would book a cruise. Whatever point she gets towards cruises and stuff, you guys book one too, and you go with her. Of course you don't. What are you going to send her on a boat by herself? No, that's nuts. This is a tremendous opportunity for her.
This sounds like a ridiculous opportunity.
It's not. It's not. We're the only company out there that's helping America build its credit score from day one. We should change our name to Day One Credit, if you ask me.
They don't need credit at 6 years old.
What's the last thing your daughter asked you for?
LOL doll.
And how much was that?
It was like $7.
Perfect. See what I mean? Okay, so like the $500 limit, you're way below that. You pay that off every month. Let her spend $10. Let her spend $15 a month. Then she can use her allowance to pay it off, and she can understand credit. Come on. So you're telling me you don't want your child to understand credit from the earliest age?
I can teach her. She does not need an actual credit card.
And what better lesson than our Visa Signature Gold Card? She'll be the only kid in her kindergarten class with a gold card. I can tell you that. Can you imagine what that's going to do for her status? Imagine the amount of followers she'll have on Instagram when she's sitting there with a Visa Gold Card.
Wait, what does that have to do with Instagram?
Because think of when she's out there flexing with her gold card. Think of all the followers she's going to get going, wow, she's the biggest player in the game.
My child does not need to be a player flexing on Instagram. No matter.
Well, you know what? Good luck. Good luck with her future, because she's going to be living in a cave, not the world we live in now. Just so you know, you're saying...
I'm sorry, how do you even get my information? How do you even know I have a 6-year-old?
Well, that's because this is a Prospector Prank Call. It's not real. You're on Rock 107 right now.
Oh, my God. You have a I was starting to get sweater. No way I was going to get my child a credit card. That is insane. Oh, my God.
Ball action hits, and we can all get back to doing what we do best, not working.
An idiot, a blockhead, a dunce, or an ignoramus. You know, a dullard, simpleton, or a clot, nitwit, dipstick, pea-brain, mouth breather, or cretin.
It's now time to announce the winner of Prospector's Yambag of the Day, as decided by you at rock107.com.
Here are the nominees. Nominee number 1.
Technology has made it a lot harder for criminals to use phones without being tracked. This woman made zero effort to worry about that. A woman from Maine named Megan Levatt was arrested on Saturday after she made several calls to police making fake claims about a Walmart. She first called to report an explosive device at the store. Then she called again to report a man with a gun at the same Walmart. Both calls were hoaxes. Cops responded, but Megan was easily tracked down because she made both calls from her own cell phone in an Uber on speakerphone. The Uber driver heard all of it, and he alerted to the police as soon as he dropped her off. Police said the woman made the calls because her boyfriend was about to be arrested at the Dick's Sporting Goods across the street, and she was trying to distract them. It didn't work. Now they're both in jail.
Nominee number 2.
Fido's escape hatch could be a security issue. A couple returned to their home in England after a trip to Scotland to discover several items taken from their home, including keys to their Mini Cooper and a pink adult love device. Michael Bloich, 32 years old, got into the property through a dog flap which was taped down. He simply removed the tape and entered the home. While the victim was on the phone to police, the defendant approached and said he'd been responsible for taking their car. He was with his father, who told him his son had been in the house and had got in through the dog flap. His attorney said the defendant's drinking had been a factor and described the burglary as an impulsive act with not a great deal of planning.
And the winner is...
the woman who made hoax calls about a bomb in a Walmart from an Uber on speakerphone. You're just begging to be caught. You're the Yam Bag of the Day, and we'll move on to Friday's Yam Bag of the Week competition. Keep it here for all the nominees for Prospector's Yam Bag of the Day, weekday mornings on Rock 107. Thanks for listening to Prospector's Prime Cuts podcast. Be sure to catch us live weekdays from 5:30 to 10 a.m. on Rock 107 or online at rock107.com or the Rock 107 app. A free download for your Android or iPhone. Subscribe to the podcast on Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Spotify, Stitcher Radio, or wherever you get your podcasts so you never miss Prospector's Prime Cuts.